Okay, so we cut it in three. We cut one side, but not all the way through. And then we cut it again on the other side, not all the way through. And that, oh, I guess I've been cutting these for 40 years. And I messed up. So let's start all over. Canter's is very special to Los Angeles. A lot of people tell me the first place they come right off the airport, right out of the airport, the first stop is Canter's. And a lot of people that live in the neighborhood will bring relatives here from out of town. They'll take them to Canter's, they'll take them to Disneyland. It's like a landmark. It's somewhere you want to go. And then if they order a grilled cheese sandwich, they tell them no. You got to get a matzo ball soup, you got to get a corned beef Reuben. You have to get something to know you were at Canter's, to remember. That's really our #1 sandwich right there. The pastrami Reuben. We got Russian dressing on both sides of the bread, extra thick Swiss cheese, which is a high-grade Swiss cheese, beautiful cut pastrami, baked rye bread, and we grilled both sides of it. This is a masterpiece.
How was your meal today?
Oh, it was awesome.
What did you have?
I had a pastrami on rye. Just a classic.
And was it everything you hoped for?
It's the best pastrami in the city.
My family would come here for lunch, and we'd say, my mom would say, "Oh, this is your father's the manager here. You have to behave yourself." I'm talking about when I was like 4 and 5 years old. And he was always here working. Such a hardworking man, he really was. Very devoted family man and hardworking man. But I remember him as a kid when I was here.
My dad was very hands-on. I mean, he supervised and even did it himself, making the pickles and pickling the meats and just making sure everything was right. He'd stay behind the deli during lunchtime and make sure the meats were sliced properly.
Well, he liked to talk to the customers. He liked to make the fruit cups. He would feel the fruit and he would listen to the fruit, and he'd tell me, you have to tap it and make sure you can hear it.
Smell the fruit, squeeze the fruit, and make sure that he can get the best possible fruit. And he'd actually cut it himself. He was meticulous about that. He was afraid if somebody else cut it, the fruit would dry out because they wouldn't cut it as thick. He wanted a nice cube of fruit for his fruit cups.
This was his home away from home. He spent 18 hours a day here sometimes.
For many years, I mean, he went once 15 years without taking a day off. It's been a crazy 13 months. We lost my brother Gary Canter in November of 2017. And 2 days before that, my father actually, his oxygen levels were low and he wasn't very strong and he fell and he was in the hospital. January 25th came and it happened on that day. And we saw it coming 2 or 3 days before that the doctor said this time we don't really think he's gonna make it. And it's like you feel it right here, like something, and it hurts, but at the same time, you come to work and you gotta make the schedules and you gotta do the things all the little issues that pop up and handle them and move on with whatever else is going on. The mourning process, I still haven't actually stepped into it properly. He actually said to me on several occasions, now I can die in peace. Because a couple issues I solved without him, and then he'd come to work and he'd see the end of it while it was getting solved. He wasn't allowed to die when he was the only one that could solve some of these issues. So that was, in some kind of a strange way, that was my best memories of him saying, now I can die in peace. But now I feel like he's watching and he's here, he's not watching from up there, he's like watching from my own eyes. I always thought he'd be, you could talk to him in the sky, but he's not there. I feel like he's like inside. If it's not ripe or not in season, you don't use it. you cut it nice and thick so they don't dry out, and it's made with love.